Welcome back, guys, to another War of the Visions video. Today we're going over the stuff that we're going to be seeing this week in War of the Visions for content, as well as new upgrades to characters and, you know what, the new banner. So let's get in here. Thank you guys for spending some of your time here today. And thank you guys once again for sponsoring the channel via Patreon, as well as YouTube channel membership support. You guys are amazing, and we wouldn't be doing this without you. So let's get in here, the notices tab. One tangent before we get into the news, I really wish that anytime there was an update in the game, this notices tab right here would have a red exclamation point like everything else in the game does. I don't know why it doesn't, but that's why we're doing this here for you guys. So we have the June monthly login bonus, as well as monthly mission rewards here. So you can already see her here. Yes, we're getting a new character. Lucia is coming this week along with Esper, Tetra Sylphid. So let's get in here. Now, if you are going for Lucia, you are going to be getting some free shards for her. So this is going to be a good thing for you to get here. You're going to get 10 shards every 6 days here for a grand total of, it looks like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 shards here for Lucia. 5 weeks each of their 10 shards each of those 6 days. So a lot of cool stuff there for you guys to be getting. We're going to get upgraded Visuor each week as well. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And then we're going to be getting Rainbow Vision Spheres and Rainbow Fragments of Thought as well. So a lot of cool stuff for us to get in here. Pretty traditional, but this is going to be really good for you guys who are going for Lucia. To get you, you know, awakening, you know, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. And then maybe if you really go all in, I know a lot of people have saved up for her, that brilliant 5-star limit break there. So we're having scheduled maintenance. They want you to know this. Scheduled maintenance is coming out the 2nd here, so look out for that. We probably shouldn't be having guild battles or anything of that sort there, but here's what we're getting to get here. We're getting the item exchange. We talked about that in the previous video yesterday. We're getting the improved equipment UI, improved multi-battle UI, improved functioning of guild barracks. So this is going to be the faith and bravery chain system. We're having battle voices added to some units there. I do believe this is going to be possibly where it is like in JP, where like your characters will talk to each other. They'll say thank you, and they'll say I'm going to heal you, and all this other stuff. So I have to see exactly what that's going to be. Hopefully a lot of the characters that we are using are going to have the voices added to them. We're having preparations for a raid battle. Remember, the raid battle, the first one is not coming out until the 10th of June. So this is going to be something that they're, you know, preparing us in the client for, so we can get in there and have that action there. That's pretty much what we're talking about here. So I'm looking forward to a lot of this stuff. The equipment UI, that should be the crafting change. So if you are going to be crafting some items, I know we just had that book and accessory event still going on. You guys can still go in there and do that stuff. If you're looking for those +5s, +4s, and you want the right affix, hold off just that little bit more for a couple of days until this comes into the game. You can be able to make those, and you have that weapon inheritment system that we're going to be talking about with the inheritance system. I'm going to have a video on that for you guys as well. So units here, Lucia and Esper, Tetra Sylphid here. We're going to have a brief overview here so you guys know exactly what these characters are all about, and then I'll have actually a banner review for you guys this weekend. Don't miss it, because we go into a lot of in-depth information on all these character views and reviews. And then obviously I need to be doing more character builder guides for you guys there with the builder. We've been doing a lot of those on stream and in the Discord, and it's a lot of fun to see just how strong you can make characters. So Lucia here, the Cruel Trigger, she's going to have a new job here of Dual Gunner. Dual Gunner is going to be similar to Gunner, but it's going to be different in its own right. So it's going to be a little bit more short range than the Gunner job, but it's going to have a lot of defense piercing mechanics. She's also going to have the sub jobs of Ranger as well as Monk. Her LB here is the Sadistic Dance, large damage like all LBs are, and then it does immobilize and disable for 3 turns there. And now some of the skills that she's showing off here: dual trigger, 2 damage, 2 hits, large damage. You can see the area of effect there. It's not really AoE, but you can see how you have to avoid that dead zone like you do with most Gunner skills there. And then the main thing that Lucia introduces to the game is going to be the defense piercing mechanic. So the ignore defense mechanic. So this is going to help her hit tanks harder. She's going to be like a tank buster. She also has a buff that she can apply to nearby teammates that also gives the ignore defense piercing mechanic to them as well. So very, very strong character. Finally a way for people to fight back against the characters that are stacking just a bunch of defense. I'm looking at you, Engelbert, and maybe even some Mons out there as well, where you can ignore a bunch of defense on your opponents there. I think her passive is like 40% defense ignore. That's crazy. And then she has a buff for that as well. So if you're going for the defense route against Lucia, she's going to punish you for it. You're really going to need missile resistance instead. Okay, so very strong character. She does have some closer range AoE, right? She's got some longer range attacks, but not as long as Frederica, but she does more damage. And then when you're up close, she's got some actual AoE skills that are pretty powerful for you guys as well. Now we also have Adelard here. He's going to be an MR character, red mage, green mage, and white mage. So if you are looking for a fire elemental character that's going to do some supporting aspects for you and a little bit of damage here, he is going to be up there for you. He's going to have red mage, green mage, and white mage once again. So they're just showing off jamming thrust. He's not going to have any sort of new skills that we haven't seen before, right? We've seen red mage with the little bit of cures and some of the you know, the jamming thrust, green mage with the vitalize and the D shells and D protect, and then white mage with the protect and the shell, and then the Kiragas and holies, etc., stuff of that nature. So that's Adelard. If you're looking for a character like that to fill out your PvE team, he's going to be in there. He's going to be like a very strong jack of all trades support master character. Now, the last thing to talk about here on the banner is going to be the Tetra Sylphid card, as well as the esper that comes with Tetra Sylphid, because this is an esper card. So we have the card itself. It's going to give the equipped character accuracy up. So if you're wanting to go against the grain and punish those evasion teams, then this is going to be a way for you to do it. Now, it's not the only way to do it. If you're looking for another way to gain accuracy on your characters or on your party, you can go with a luck up card, because luck not only adds evasion, but it also adds accuracy to your attacks as well. So if you don't want to go for a UR card to start you know, fighting against these people trying to do max evasion builds, look into some luck cards that you may have lying around. And Tetra Sylphid adds accuracy to a single person. So if you really want to double down on some anti-evasion meta, then Tetra Sylphid plus in a party luck card up, such as Birth of a New Life, is going to be a nice way to gain a bunch of accuracy on a certain character. The party wind ability up here, obviously it's going to go really well with Lucia. Now the esper itself here is most notably known for having a bunch of evasion on the esper board. You can get up to 15 evasion on the esper board for the esper itself, which is quite a lot, right? But it's not do or die amounts of evasion here. It's going to help you out if you do have it, but there's plenty of espers that exist in War of the Visions that have, you know, 7 evasion on their board as well. This one's going to have 15 with Tetra Sylphid, so it's a little over double, but there's also other espers that you can get 7 evasion on to help you out there. Now, last but not least, here we have Gilgamesh's second character quest is being unlocked here. Second character quest, crazy strong. And then Threat to the West and Rundal's quest is coming out as well. So the second character quest is going to be his second mastery ability, I do believe. So this Threat to the West of Rundal here, this is going to involve Lucia, Adelard, and then Salier. I think it's Salier, whatever. She's right there. Future MR mage, a little bit rarer than other MRs, but a lot stronger than MRs. So she's like in the between points of like an MR and a UR character. We'll be seeing her on the banner probably in the near future with a Victoria, who's going to be a very strong Dragoon. But this is going to allow you to get job awakening materials for Lucia and Adelard here. You're going to be able to get a bunch of different stuff like Fire, Wind, and Light, Fragments of Thought, Awakening Prisms, and Rainbow Vision Spheres. As I think it's funny they always put it in that font. But go ahead, get in there, and then we're going to have the Threat to the West Rundal High Difficulty EX quest. This is going to be for the Ras Algethi gun recipes there. But if you are looking for other things, it's still going to have other rewards as they show you the nice little rainbow vision ore there as well. Now, keep that in mind. We also are going to have the unlock Gilgamesh's second mastery ability here. This is going to be pretty nice for him. He's going to get 1,000 extra health and 15 accuracy. That's what it was in the JP version. So if you are able to get your Gilgamesh to level 80, this means he needs to be LB4. I know there's a couple of people in the guild, and I've seen a lot of other people LB4, LB5 even Gilgameshes, which is crazy. They really like that unit. They heavily invested into him. This is going to give them a big payoff for it. So 1,000 extra HP and 15 accuracy, very strong, going to help you fight against those evasion teams. It's going to bulk him up. 1,000 health is a lot. 1,000 health is a lot. If you build a bulky Gilgamesh, you can get him up to like 5,000 HP after this master ability has been released. So that's going to be super crazy. And then they're doing their stay at home and play campaign still. So free every Friday at June. We're going to be getting 10 energy restoration potions here for you guys on the weekend. So keep that in mind. Pretty cool stuff. I appreciate that. All the companies doing that. It's a nice little nod for people staying at home, staying safe, and all that other stuff. If you've got nothing else to do, free energy is free energy. So that's going to be that. Look forward to the banner review, guys. Lucia is very strong. Tetra Sylphid, I'm not as hyped for as a lot of other people are. Not that she's not good. She's really, really strong. But the card is going to be best paired with Lucia for damage. That's going to be very, very strong as well. So look forward to that. I'll see you guys in the future. Thank you guys so much for the support. And until then, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.